So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live in the Ballsport Arena in Dresden for the first Grand Prix final matchup. This one in the bantamweight division, set for 3 5-minute rounds. This young man is Murad Taleev, and he advanced to the final by winning a unanimous decision in the first fight of the evening, so he had the most time to recover from all of the final combatants. But as I said, has won via decision, so he has already 10 minutes in the cage in his bones. His team is the University of Fighting. And he looks to win his first big championship, the MMA Live Bantamweight Grand Prix title. And Sasha Belov, he scored without a doubt the knockout of the night, if not the year, in his semi-final bout against Ryan Truset, who I just saw, by the way, walk by the buffet. So he is already up and running again. Really a vicious knockout by seasoned kickboxer Sasha Belov, who now looks to conquer Murad Taleev to capture the MMA Live Bantamweight Grand Prix Championship. Almost took no damage in his semi-final bout. Took Truset apart from the outside with his crisp boxing. And should have the advantage against Taleev, who, as I said, had to fight 2 full rounds to get here. Round 1 of the first final matchup is on the way. Taleev bringing the fight to Sasha Belov. Good strategy, in my opinion. He just can't stay on the outside and wait. He needs to come close, needs to cover the distance, and he needs to bring the fight through the Russian, Sasha Belov. High kick attempt by the smaller man, Murad Taleev. Nearly landed. Nice counter by Sasha Belov, who's really quick with his hands. You can see on the right side of Sasha Belov's neck, you can see where that high kick by Taleev landed. Taleev looking as fresh as he can be. Was warming up with explosive takedowns as Belov was marching down to the cage. Looking very calm and composed here, as is Belov. Nice inside leg kick from Belov. Both fighters with a lot of respect for each other, and especially Taleev. I'm sure he has seen that vicious knockout in the semi-final fight of Sasha Belov. Big right hand again. It's that right hand that Taleev needs to avoid if he wants to capture that belt, if he wants to win the MMA Live Bantamweight Grand Prix. Sasha Belov isn't working any magic here. He always does the same 1-2 combo, finding his distance with a jab and then coming through with the right cross. But he's successful with it time and time again. Now caught a kick off Taleev. Taleev is really dangerous with those high kicks, despite his massive reach disadvantage. And I like the fight that Taleev is fighting here, constantly pressuring Belov. He just needs to land a bit more. 1 minute left in the first of 3 5-minute rounds. Nice clinch work by Taleev, who presses Belov against the cage, trying to work the takedown here. Trying to work a trip takedown, but Belov with good takedown defense, but eats a knee for his efforts. Taleev again constantly shaking his front foot. He did that in the first fight as well. I don't know if he really hurt his foot. Oh, catches him, got a big right hand. Now stumbling backwards. Belov trying to finish the fight here. 10 seconds remains. And Taleev saved by the break here. Desperately working for a takedown. He got caught by a big right hand there. He needs to be careful in the second round, because if that thing lands flush, the night for Taleev is over. And this big right hand might have won Sasha Belov the round. It was a very close round. Both fighters had nice combos, landed nice shots. Taleev had some good kicks, some good hands. Belov had some good hands as well, but this final combo could have saved Sasha Belov the round. Here's a big laugh by Taleev. Here's that high kick, wow. Stretched the neck of Belov, surprised him, caught him off guard. And here's that big right hand. Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't it either. But anyway, he finished the round. And there it is with this big right hand, almost dropping Taleev. What a chin that man has. Exciting first round by those two bantamweight finalists. Referee just wiped off some excess sweat of Murad Taleev. Taleev immediately looking for the clinch, but gets taken down by Belov. Trying to work the triangle choke now. Has Belov in half guard. Well, let's see what Belov can do on the ground. As I said, he's a certified kickboxer. So groundwork, not really his bread and butter. Does a good job here from the open guard. Controlling Taleev on the fence. Well, Taleev standing back up, but gets taken back down by Belov immediately. And with effort this time. Davai Davai, says the corner of Sasha Belov, motivating him to work a bit more as he's laying in the somewhat open guard of Murad Taleev and doing not much with it. Sasha Belov needs to stand up here. He needs to take this fight back to the stand-up, and here he does. And he needs to land that big right again. High kick attempt by Taleev again. Takedown attempt by Taleev. Nicely timed, but stuffed by Sasha Belov. Oh, big right hand by Taleev, and you can see the respect in the eyes of Belov, who took a couple of good shots in that first and second round, and who has that fight finishing one punch knockout power in his right hand, and he knows it. Two and a half minutes remain in the second round. Both fighters with a lot of respect for each other. Circling a lot. Not really pulling the trigger in fear of the other one's power. Taleev now trying to stalk down Sasha Belov. Catches a jab. Really beautiful kicks by Murad Taleev. Just not the right distance for him to land. Oh, big right hand by Sasha Belov. Didn't land flush. A very, very evenly matched up final for that bantamweight MMA Live title. And let's not forget that, folks. These two guys are competing in their second fight tonight. Taleev beat the tournament favorite Vladislav Shulga, unbeaten in 3 pro fights in the first fight of the night. While Sasha Belov scored the knockout of the night, if not the year, against Ryan Trussay in his semi-final matchup. And now those two bantamweight talents square off in the final. Somebody needs to pull the trigger. Somebody needs to make something happen in this last and third round. Because let's face it, this is a really, really, really close fight. So whoever loses here on points will be very, very disappointed. And at least half of the audience will be as well, because, I mean, who's the winner here? Again, it was Belov landing a couple of good punches, but Taleev still in the fight, always pressuring Belov, always stalking him down with kicks, with punches, landing a couple of punches himself. In such a close fight, you really don't want to see a decision. You want to see one of those two fighters win decisively, take matters in his own hands. Now Taleev moving quickly, moving smooth, trying to sneak a few punches in. And Belov, as we know him, staying calm, waiting for openings, waiting for mistakes to land his big right hand. But he catches a big right of his own. That's a good jab, but he knows that little man Taleev, he can bring the pain. So Belov needs to be careful. Eats another right by Taleev. Win or lose, I have much respect for Murad Taleev after this evening, who showed 2 incredible performances here in 2 fights in this Grand Prix tournament. Now this is basically a kickboxing match with 5-ounce gloves, so whoa, another big left landed by Belov, and now Taleev's face is morphing into a bloody mess. Taleev is missing with every attack. Belov is really winning the distance game right now, and he is picking Taleev apart from the distance, as he did with Ryan Trussay before he knocked him out with that big right. Sasha Belov is doing everything completely correct here. He's keeping his distance, avoiding shots by Murad Taleev, avoiding the kicks especially of Murad Taleev, and is landing a couple of hard punches. And again, this big right that got him the first victory tonight, but Taleev took it. Is now working from his back. Can Sasha Belov get the victory, the finish? Or will this fight go to the judges? In my opinion, Belov will take home a decision, especially after that knockdown a couple of seconds ago. Another big right. Taleev needs to go now. He needs to let go of his punches. Another takedown attempt. Stuffed by Belov. Taleev working hard on that takedown, but no chance. Now both fighters back up. Taleev needs something big now. If he still wants the title, he needs something really, really big. Whoa, and another big one, and now he goes down again. Referee jumps in. The second knockout victory in one night gets Sasha Belov the Grand Prix victory and the Grand Prix championship belt here at MMA Live 4. What a right hand by the Russian Sasha Belov. A bright future for this young man. Who was 1-2 as a pro going into this night and is now 3-2 and goes home to Barcelona, Spain, where he lives, with a championship belt around his waist. Already in the ring, Gamma President Adrian Bakos and Vice President, his brother, Lucen Bakos. And of course, Oleg Shadyev, the promoter of MMA Live, who will hand over the belt to Sasha Belov. Obviously a very disappointed Murad, but as I said during the fight, my hat's off to him. A lot of respect for this young man who fought like a lion today. And this is the bantamweight belt. Sasha Belov gets awarded his belt. A hard-earned belt, to say the least. He gets congratulations by his opponent, Murad Taleev. Everybody wants to be on a picture with the champ. And here's that knockout punch again. Taleev could only take so many of those bombing right hands. Really had an iron chin, that young man from Düsseldorf, but that one was one too many. Two fights, 2 knockouts, 1 belt. Great record for one night for Sasha Belov, who I'm sure we